Story 1, Sarah's Summer Romance. The summer of my 18th year was a time of enchantment, and it all began on an evening when the sun lazily dipped below the horizon, casting the sky in a warm, golden embrace. The scent of wildflowers wafted through the air, mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves in the nearby forest. The lake, a tranquil mirror reflecting the fading hues of daylight, beckoned to us. Jason and I had been friends since we were children, growing up in the same neighborhood, exploring the woods together, and sharing secrets that only childhood confidants can. Yet, this summer held a promise that neither of us could deny. Our connection had evolved into something more profound, an unspoken truth that hovered between us, like the soft, warm breeze that ruffled the leaves overhead. We found ourselves on the old wooden dock, worn by time and weather, our legs swinging above the cool water below. The air was thick with anticipation, like the electricity before a summer storm. We laughed, reminiscing about old memories and creating new ones with every stolen glance. Our fingers brushed occasionally, and the tingling sensation that surged through me was electric, intoxicating. As the sun made its final descent, the world transformed into a canvas of twilight colors. The serene lake mirrored the star-studded sky, and the symphony of crickets serenaded our evening. Fireflies danced around us, their luminescence weaving a magical tapestry. It was in this idyllic moment, guided by the enchantment of the summer night, that Jason leaned in. His eyes bore into mine, filled with a mixture of tenderness and longing. The air crackled with anticipation as our lips met, a sweet fusion of desire and affection. My heart raced like a stallion set free, and my senses were overwhelmed by the intensity of that kiss. Time slowed, and it was as if the universe had paused to witness this pivotal moment. Our lips met in a dance that told of unspoken promises, and for that heartbeat of time, it was as if the world held its breath. Our kiss was passionate, deep, and filled with the raw emotion of two young souls exploring the mysteries of love. That kiss beneath the summer stars marked the beginning of a romance that unfolded like the pages of a cherished novel. Our days were a tapestry of adventures, picnics by the lakeside, lazy afternoons spent entwined in each other's arms, and nights filled with stargazing, our fingers tracing constellations as our hearts wrote their own story. But it was the stolen moments beneath the moon's tender gaze that remain etched in my memory. Our kisses became a secret language, a whispered promise of love in the hush of the night, our symphony accompanied by the gentle lapping of the lake, the most faithful witness to our romance. As the summer waned and the days grew shorter, we both knew that our love was destined to be a beautiful memory, a moment captured in the amber of nostalgia. Yet, the bittersweet awareness of its transience only deepened our connection. That summer, the summer of first kisses and stolen hearts, became a timeless chapter in the story of our lives, a cherished reminder that love, like summer, is a fleeting but enduring season.
Story 2. I can still vividly recall that enchanting evening when our lips first met, igniting a passionate romance that would forever define my life. It was a high school dance, and the gymnasium was transformed into a magical haven of twinkling fairy lights and soft music that wrapped around us like a warm embrace. In the midst of it all, there she was, Sarah, the embodiment of grace and charm, the girl who had captured my heart. As the night unfolded, we found ourselves drawn together, magnetically pulled into each other's orbit. Our conversations were filled with laughter and shared secrets, and the chemistry between us crackled in the air. The slow, melodic tune of our favorite song began to play, and I couldn't resist the magnetic pull any longer. I reached out to her, my hand trembling with excitement, and she met me halfway. With a soft, tender gaze, Sarah leaned in, her eyes reflecting a mix of vulnerability and desire. My heart raced as her lips drew nearer to mine, our breaths intermingling, creating an intoxicating blend of emotions. And then, our lips finally touched, and it was like the universe had conspired to create this perfect moment just for us. Our first kiss was a revelation, a melding of souls, and it left an indelible mark on my heart. It was filled with a sweetness that can only be found in the innocence of young love, a promise of a future where we would explore the depths of our affection for each other. That magical night at the high school dance marked the beginning of a passionate romance that would endure the tests of time, and I will forever be grateful for that first, unforgettable kiss with Sarah.
Story 3. My first kiss was a whirlwind of emotions, a moment in time that forever changed the course of my life. It happened on a balmy summer night during a beach bonfire with friends, and I was 16 years old. The atmosphere was electric, with the crackling fire casting dancing shadows across the sand and the rhythmic sound of the waves lapping at the shore providing a soothing backdrop. Throughout the evening, I had been stealing glances at Jake, the guy I had secretly harbored a crush on for what felt like an eternity. Our conversations had a magnetic quality, and I could feel a potent chemistry brewing between us. As the night progressed, the anticipation grew, like a storm brewing on the horizon. At one point, Jake and I found ourselves strolling along the shoreline, the moonlight turning the waves into a shimmering canvas of silver and indigo. The air was thick with a sense of adventure and possibility. Our words flowed freely, and it felt like we were the only two people on the planet, lost in the magic of the moment. The moon hung like a luminescent pearl in the indigo sky, casting its gentle glow upon us as we continued our moonlit journey along the beach. The waves whispered secrets to the shore, their rhythmic cadence providing a soothing soundtrack to our burgeoning romance. Each step we took seemed to bring us closer not only in distance but in spirit, forging a connection that went beyond words. As we walked, the night breeze tousled my hair, and I noticed the way Jake's eyes never left mine, his gaze a testament to the intensity of his feelings. The world around us disappeared as if we were cocooned in a bubble of timelessness, where only our hearts and desires mattered. The anticipation in the air was palpable, like the charge before a storm. It was then that Jake, with a tender vulnerability, confessed his affection, his voice a soft murmur amidst the symphony of the sea. "I've wanted to do this all night," he said, his voice trembling slightly. Leaned in, closing the gap between us, and our lips met in a kiss that sent my heart soaring. It was a kiss that tasted of the salt-kissed sea breeze, a kiss filled with the raw, unfiltered emotions we had been holding back. Time seemed to slow as we melded together, two souls finally finding their way to each other. As our lips parted, we shared a look that spoke volumes, a silent promise of the adventures that lay ahead. With intertwined fingers, we continued our stroll along the shore, the waves echoing our joy with their harmonious melody. That first kiss was the ignition of a love story that would forever change the course of our lives, a whirlwind of emotions that swept us into a romance as boundless and eternal as the ocean itself. In the days that followed, Jake and I became inseparable. Our love story unfolded like the pages of a well-worn book, each chapter filled with laughter, shared dreams, and countless stolen kisses. The beach, where our love was born, became our sanctuary, a place where we would return year after year to relive that magical night. Through the ups and downs of life, our love remained unwavering, a constant source of strength and joy. We journeyed through high school, college, and into adulthood together, hand in hand, our love deepening with every passing day. Looking back, I can't help but smile at the memory of that balmy summer night, the night when our first kiss forever changed the course of my life, leading me down a path of love, happiness, and unforgettable moments with the one person who truly held the key to my heart.
Story 4. I'll carry the memory of my first kiss with Alex with me always, a cherished moment that unfolded like a scene from a romantic movie. It happened when I was 17 years old, on a day that started with gray clouds and a gentle drizzle that later turned into a full-blown summer rainstorm. Alex and I had been friends for what felt like a lifetime, sharing inside jokes, supporting each other through life's ups and downs, and secretly nurturing feelings that we both feared to reveal. It was a rainy afternoon when we decided to meet up at our favorite park, an oasis of greenery amidst the concrete jungle of our town. As I approached the park, I couldn't help but smile, despite the rain soaking through my clothes. The sound of raindrops on the leaves overhead created a soothing melody, and I knew that this day would be special. When I reached our designated spot under the towering oak tree, Alex was already there, his eyes reflecting the same mix of excitement and nervousness that I felt. We talked for hours, the rain acting as a comforting backdrop to our conversation. Each drop seemed to wash away our inhibitions, bringing us closer together. We laughed, we reminisced about our shared memories, and we talked about our dreams and aspirations. It was as if the world had faded into the background, leaving just the two of us in our own little universe. The turning point came when Alex, with a smile that could melt the rain away, confessed his feelings. "I've wanted to do this for so long," he said, his voice carrying a mix of vulnerability and determination. It was a declaration that hung in the air like a promise of something beautiful. With my heart pounding in my chest, I leaned in, closing the distance between us, and our lips met in a kiss that felt like a culmination of all the unspoken words and stolen glances we had shared over the years. Raindrops splattered around us, creating an ethereal aura, and time seemed to stand still as we melted into that magical moment. The kiss was soft, tender, and filled with a depth of emotion that words could never capture. It was a kiss that tasted of rain and unspoken longing, a kiss that left my heart racing and my soul dancing. As our lips finally parted, we shared a knowing look, and the world seemed to come back into focus. With a grin that matched the sparkle in Alex's eyes, I whispered, "I've been waiting for this too." Our laughter rang out through the rain-soaked park, blending seamlessly with the symphony of the storm. It was as if nature itself was celebrating the union of two souls who had found each other amidst the downpour. We didn't mind the rain or the damp clothes. In that moment, nothing else mattered. Our hearts were ablaze with the warmth of newfound love, and as we held each other close, it was as if the world had finally fallen into place. From that day forward, Alex and I embarked on an incredible journey together, exploring the depths of our love and supporting each other through life's twists and turns. Our shared memories continued to grow, but that first kiss under the summer rain remained a cherished cornerstone of our love story, a reminder that sometimes, the most beautiful moments can happen when you least expect them.
Story 5. My first kiss was a bit unexpected. I was 16, and it was my best friend Lily's birthday party. We had all gathered at her house, filling the living room with laughter and chatter. The evening was filled with games and birthday cake, but it was a game of spin the bottle that would alter the course of my life. As the bottle spun, my heart raced, and I couldn't believe my luck when it landed on me and Mark, the most popular guy in school. Lily's eyes widened in surprise, and the room erupted in excited cheers and teasing laughter. Mark and I exchanged nervous glances, both of us feeling the weight of the moment. We leaned in, our hearts pounding in our chests, and our lips met in a sweet, electric kiss. It was like fireworks had exploded in my heart. The world seemed to fade away, leaving only the sensation of our lips touching. For that brief, intense moment, it was just Mark and me, lost in the thrill of the unexpected. As we pulled away, our faces flushed with a mixture of excitement and embarrassment, we shared a smile that held the promise of something more. That kiss had changed everything, and in the days that followed, Mark and I couldn't stop thinking about each other. Surprisingly, Mark turned out to be the sweetest guy. We started dating, and our relationship blossomed. We discovered that beneath his popular exterior, he was caring, funny, and genuinely kind. Our high school years were filled with shared adventures, stolen kisses, and a love that only deepened with time. Our high school years flew by in a whirlwind of adventures and shared secrets. Mark and I became inseparable, the best of friends and confidants, as well as loving partners. We found solace in each other's company, whether it was exploring new hiking trails, staying up late to study for exams, or simply enjoying quiet moments together. Our love story was one of growth and transformation. Mark, once the popular guy who seemed untouchable, became the boy who would write me handwritten letters filled with heartfelt words. He was the one who held my hand during my nervous moments, and the one who made my heart flutter with every stolen kiss. As we approached graduation, our future together seemed more certain than ever. Mark and I were each other's biggest supporters, and we dreamed of the adventures we'd have beyond high school, the places we'd explore, and the dreams we'd chase together. Our love was like a compass guiding us toward a promising future. Years later, we still share that same bond, the sweetness of our first kiss never fading. Our love story continues to be written, and Mark remains the sweetest, most caring partner I could ever ask for. That unexpected spin of the bottle at Lily's party had not only given me my first kiss, but had also given me the love of my life, a love that had transformed two ordinary teenagers into soulmates on an extraordinary journey together.
As we threw our caps into the air on graduation day, Mark and I looked at each other with a sense of pride and excitement. Our high school love had stood the test of time, and we were now ready to embark on the next chapter of our lives together. College brought new challenges and adventures, but our love remained unwavering. Throughout our college years, we continued to grow together, supporting each other through the ups and downs of life. Mark's handwritten letters became a cherished tradition, a reminder of the deep connection we shared. Our love was a constant source of strength, a beacon guiding us through the challenges of adulthood. After graduation, we decided to travel the world together, ticking off bucket list destinations and creating memories that would last a lifetime. From hiking through lush rainforests in Costa Rica to watching the sunset over the Eiffel Tower in Paris, our adventures were a testament to the love and companionship that had been at the heart of our relationship since that fateful spin of the bottle. Years turned into decades, and our love remained as passionate as ever. We celebrated milestones together, from buying our first home to starting a family. Mark was not only the sweetest partner, but also the most loving father, and our children grew up knowing that they were surrounded by the warmth of a truly remarkable family. Looking back on our journey, I couldn't help but smile at the memory of that unexpected kiss at Lily's party. It had been the beginning of a love story that had withstood the test of time, a love story filled with growth, transformation, and an unwavering bond. Mark and I had transformed from two ordinary teenagers into soulmates on an extraordinary journey together, and I couldn't have asked for a sweeter, more caring partner to share this beautiful life with. Then, this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.